Then here we have explained the amount of time which we are spending in the indoor and what are the contributors for indoor air pollution and how and why indoor air quality is bad. Sharp Air Purifier helps in removing all these problems. So the category 1 is dust, smoke and pollen. So when I say dust, I mean particulate matter. Particulate matter is nothing but a definition of dust. WHO has created a definition depending on the size of a dust particle. Let me give you an example. When you open your window in the morning, you see some dust coming in with the sunlight. You can see them with the sunlight. They are getting reflected. The particles which we see as a reflection from the sunlight, these particles are heavy particles. They are thicker particles. Our hair, let's say, human hair is about 60 to 70 microns. Micrometer, 60 to 70 micrometer. This is the size of our human hair. The particles which we see with the sunlight, they are in the size of about 15 to 20 micrometers. They are heavy particles. Actually, they don't harm us so much. We have our respiratory tract. Our respiratory tract, this 15 micrometer particles will get absorbed in our nasal cavity. They cannot travel beyond that. Right? But PM, particulate matter 2.5, PM 2.5 means the particle sizes which are 1 micrometer to 2.5 micrometer. This is about let's say 60 times smaller than our human hair. Then what is more dangerous is PM1. PM1 is 0.3 micrometers to 1 micrometer. If you look at the situation of our home, these particles are higher in sizes. The one which you see with the sunlight, they are very less numbers. But these are very high numbers. And these particles, they directly enter our lungs as well as damage our cavity. This is most dangerous. So we have filtration system. You have understood the size of the particulate matters, right? Yes. We have HEPA. In all our products, what we have is a HEPA filter. Now, everybody, not only Sharp, everybody has got HEPA filters in their product. How will you know that which HEPA is better? Everybody claims that I have a HEPA filter. I can do 99.9997%. How will you know which HEPA filter is better? Can you see? Can everybody see? HEPA means high efficiency. Very good. High efficiency particle arrestor. So it means, arrestor means like it is like a fishing net. So bigger the fishing net, more number of fishes will be trapped. So bigger the surface area, in one cycle, more number of particles can be trapped. So to judge the performance of HEPA, the first parameter is surface area. So bigger the surface area, it is better, right? The second parameter to judge the performance of the HEPA filter is the clean air delivery rate, CADR. So CADR is a definition of the volume of air which is cleaned in 1 hour, right? So let's say the CADR of this model FP-F40 is 240 meter cube per hour, right? 240 meter cube per hour. But we don't do our calculation of the room in meter cube. Cubic meter per hour is CMH. Meter cube per hour is nothing but cmh. But we don't do our calculation in cmh. We do our calculation in square feet, right? So let us convert this cmh to CFM. CFM is cubic feet per minute. So 240 into 0.6. Can anybody do in a calculator? 240 into 0.6. 240 into 0.6 will convert the CMH into CFM, cubic feet per minute. Huh? 144. 144 cubic feet per minute. Now cubic feet means length into width into height, right? Right? So if the height is 8 feet, standard height is 8 feet. No? So if the height is 8 feet, so 144 divided by 8 is how much?
44 by 8
Huh? 18. Yeah. 18 square feet per minute, right? This was cubic feet per minute. So we have taken away the height component. So 18 square feet per minute is your cleaning capacity per minute. Right? Now, if your room size is 180 square feet, right? If your room size is 180 square feet, you are able to clean your room 5 times in 1 minute, 1 hour. Right? Sorry. 6 times in 1 hour. So this is how the calculation needs to be given. So 6 times air change in 1 hour. So this is a definition where Sharp again is the highest. Nobody offers a higher clean air delivery rate than Sharp. And whatever clean air, give me a catalog, whatever clean air delivery rate we are claiming, that's also verified by AHAM. If you look, there is AHAM certified. So whatever we are claiming, it is not that we are claiming just like that. It is also verified by AHAM, right? So you have understood that HEPA will be able to take care of dust, smoke and pollen. But HEPA is a very sensitive filter. I mean, you cannot just load HEPA just like that. So what Sharp has done is, they are additionally giving a pre-filter. This is a combination of active carbon and a pre-filter. It is a, you can see this white layer. This white layer is a layer of pre-filter. And the inside you can see some black components, that's the active carbon. Active carbon and pre-filter will be able to take care of some amount of smoke. And will be able to take care of the pollen components also. So that not all the load go into the HEPA filter. Some load can be shared by the pre-filter. So the HEPA filter life will get enhanced. Right? Now one more thing you must remember, that this product is meant for an area of 300 square feet. Now if you install it in a 200 square feet area, the life of the product, life of the HEPA filter will be more. The performance of the product will be higher. Got it? Very simple, na? In a 200 square feet area, the air changes is 6 times. 300 square feet area, the air change will be about 4 times. Right? So you have understood the first category, how Sharp is able to remove the problem. Now let us go to the second category. I will rub this. I will rub this portion. Let us go to the second category and see how Sharp is able to remove the problem. While all other brands, they are using this kind of a filter for smell, gases and toxins also. Whereas this is a passive technology. Yes, this is also a passive technology. The air has to pass through and it will get trapped. It is like a net. But Sharp uses a active technology to remove these three problems. Now we will see that how Sharp Air Purifier is able to remove these three problems from the air as well as from the surface. As you can see that we have not put these filters. We will try to see how Plasmacluster helps in removing the problem even without the filters, right? Let us put it in low fan speed mode so that we are able to check the efficiency of the product. Can we have a volunteer? Please come.
This was sample.
Let us take a small example. When there is a smell in your home, what do you normally do? When you, let's say, enter your home, you find a bad smell. What do you do normally? Huh? One is that you will check where the smell is coming from. But before you could find anything, what will you do? You will either try to ventilate, open the windows, or you will put some spray, room spray. Let us understand. Huh? Yes, first you will close the nose. If the smell is bothering you so much, you will try to close the nose, and at the same time you will first try to ventilate. If ventilation is not possible, then you will put some spray, and then you will try to find out where the smell is coming from. Now let us see, under these situations what exactly is happening. We are through our own subconscious mind, we are doing this naturally. Now let us try to understand what is exactly happening when we are ventilating. There is a smell. Let's say in this room, it is closed. There is a smell. It is like a bottle of water. If you feel that the sugar is high, sweet water, the sugar is high, what will you do? You will add some more water. So the sugar is getting diluted. When you are actually opening the windows, you are actually diluting the air. You are allowing a better quality of air to come inside so that the density of the smell is reduced. Right? But the smell is not going away. Isn't it? The smell substances, the harmful gas. Smell is nothing but a gas, isn't it? Smell substance is still there. Right? When you put a spray, let's say this is your smell which is bothering you. When you put a spray, the smell, intensity of the smell becomes higher than that. So our nose can detect the highest intensity of smell. If this spray intensity is higher, you will detect the intensity of the spray smell. But does it mean that this smell has gone away? The smell is still there. Earlier there was one gas, now there are two gases. Am I right? So is this the right method? No, it is not the right method. Definitely not the right method. Do you want to see how the Sharp Air Purifier removes the smell? Let us see it now. We use coffee. We'll use coffee. We'll open the pack. We'll use coffee is a very common smell, isn't it? Coffee is a very common smell and a very strong smell. Let us see how our air purifier reacts to the coffee smell, right? Now you rub it with both your hands. It will have equal smell on both the hands. Am I right? Now remember that we have not put any filter. There is no filter in the product. We are only seeing the power of the Plasmacluster technology. There is no filter in it. There is equal smell. That's sufficient. That's enough. It will have equal smell on both the hands. Just check. Throw it. Equal smell on both the hands. Which is more? Both are smelling. So we'll put one of your hand here and the other hand you fold and keep it separately. Now, why we are trying to put the hand right in front of the airflow is because we want to see the results immediately. We want to see the results immediately. So we are putting it here. Otherwise, over a period of time, this will go to each and every corner of the room and try to remove the smell. Number one, very important fact. Sharp is a technology which comes out of the machine to remove the smell. You see, we are not absorbing the smell. We are fighting the smell. Second is, it is not absorbing, it is neutralizing the smell. Right? Third is, the smell is on the surface. Smell is on the surface. We are able to remove the smell from the surface also. Now this see, smell must have reduced. If that was 10, now it is how much? So 80% reduction in just about 10-15 seconds. Right? Thank you very much. So So you understood that how smell bothers us, and with our subconscious mind we are able to do some actions, but those actions are not always right. If you are diluting the air, the smell is still there. If you are putting the spray, it is even dangerous. So plasma cluster completely neutralizes and kills the smell. You saw it how? Can I have a very smelling currency note? Currency note, as you know, is a very biggest carrier of germs. Now you
Finance department.
stop them. Let's stop.
Yeah, ready.
Yes, ready, sir.
Let
It
us
was
now
running.
see another demo of how plasma cluster helps in removing the smell. As I said, currency note is the biggest carrier of germs and infections and smell. Now you visualize how the currency notes are transported from one person to the other. From the fish market to the auto wala to what not, the currency note is traveling. Now this currency note, we will show you how the smell can be removed. Please, can you bring a soiled currency note? You have seen the smell of the currency note, this smelling. Now similarly, we are again trying to put the currency note on the machine. The reason why we are putting it on the machine is to check the effectiveness faster, so that we are able to see the performance easier. Again, I will tell you the same thing, that plasma cluster is a technology which actually comes out of the machine. This is most important. This is not possible in any air purifier. Now, second is, it neutralizes the smell. It doesn't absorb the smell. So the smelling substances will be neutralized. It will be converted into harmless substances. So harmful substances are converted into harmless substances. Then the third most important part, not possible with any air purifier. It is that it can work not only from the air but also from the surface. Now you see the smell must have reduced if it has not gone completely. Can you tell how it has reduced? It has reduced?
Ready, sir? அதாவது 80 to 90% நானே எக்ஸ்பெக்ட் பண்ணிருந்தேன்.
Huh? Reduced?
90%.
You were telling yes only. Okay, anyway.
Yes only.
Now again you saw how the smell can be reduced. So you have understood this category. Can I have the leaflet? If you look at our catalog, this entire page is dedicated to the safety and effectiveness of the product. It is safe as well as it is effective. So these are certifications which confirm the safety and effectiveness of the product. If you look at each of the categories, you will see that both adhering and airborne certifications are for both adhering and airborne. So we can remove the harmful substances not only from the air but also from the surface. These certifications are not available with anybody. And everything by confirming the safety of the product. No harmful ozone, no harmful substances. Plasma cluster equals to nature's detergent, nature's method of purification. What is a detergent? It is a purification. It is a cleaning. Detergent is nothing but cleaning. Plasma cluster equals to nature's detergent. If somebody says what is plasma cluster? Plasma cluster is nature's detergent, nature's method of purification. It is safe as well as effective. Now you have been able to see the smell, how plasma cluster removes the smell. In the same manner, plasma cluster will be able to decompose the infections also, for which of course we can't demonstrate, but at least we can show them the certifications which is confirming this. We can also show the detailed certification from the sales kit which you have, right? Then let us now see one very important aspect of indoor air, one very important aspect which is called static electricity. Now let us understand what is a static electricity. Any kind of dry environment, when we use an air conditioner in our home or office, the humidity drops. Am I right? Humidity gradually keeps dropping. As soon as humidity drops, all non-cotton surfaces, non-cotton, non-fabric, non-conductive surfaces like your curtains, furnishings, carpets, your pillow, your bed sheet, everything will have static current. Static current is nothing but a current which is generated by friction in the presence of dry air. This static current is a charge, is nothing but a charge which will attract all these small tiny particles from the air towards that surface. So if your pillow, if you're sleeping in the pillow, if your pillow has static current, all the particles will get attracted towards the pillow and they will actually come closer to you. Let's say you are sitting in a chair and the chair has got static electricity. All the particles come and get attracted towards the chair. Now we have understood the size of the particle. You saw it, it was very light, very small. It is about 100 times smaller than our human hair. So you can imagine how small particles they are. So they can very easily get attracted towards wherever static current is there. How will you know that there is a static current in your home? When you switch off a television set, you find a layer of dust on your screen. That is because the dusts get attracted because of static current. So these are locations where static current is natural. When you cross a curtain, your hair gets elongated. So that is a place where you get static current. We will see how Sharp Plasmacluster technology can remove static electricity. This is also mentioned in the certification, static electricity reduced. So we will now demonstrate and show you how static electricity can be removed. So let us say, can you come here, boy? Can you come here? We have created some small particles. We have created some small particles here. Now we are generating static electricity. Here. We are generating static electricity. Now you see they will get attracted. They are getting attracted?
Yes.
Got it? So wherever there is static electricity, all the particles get attracted naturally. So you see, they are getting attracted, right? Got it? Now what we will do is, we will generate static electricity. Is it on? We will generate static electricity, but we will expose it to the plasma cluster. No problem, it is on. You see, now it is not getting attracted. Right? You want to try it again? You want to try yourself? Anybody else? You see, now we will put it here. Then it will not get attracted. Right? We have now understood how plasma cluster actively goes out and removes all these kind of problems, which is not possible in any other air purifier. Now let us understand the operation panel of the product. What all is there in the operation panel? So can you come here? So as you can see, the airflow, the suction is from the back. To open the cover, you have to press it from here and the cover can be opened. But while you are putting it back, you have to put the bottom portion first. Then you have to insert the notches, these notches. Insert these notches, then it will go inside. Otherwise, if you directly try like this, it will not go. So you have to first put the bottom side, then insert these notches inside, and then it will go very easily. Right? So now let us understand what all is there in the operation panel. Here is the power button. But remember one thing very clearly. Whenever you are installing this unit for the first time, there is something called auto restart which needs to be set. Auto restart is whenever there is a power failure, it will come back to its original position. This is not a factory side setting. This has to be done at the user end manually. So in this condition, the power plug has to be inserted. It has to be left on but not powered from the machine. In this condition, you have to put the mode button and the plasma cluster button and the mode button, right? Can you just stop? Start again. Start. You press the mode button and the timer button for 3 seconds together. All these 3 lights will glow. As soon as it glows, you release the button. So when the button is released, it means that the setting is already done. Right? When these 3 lights are on, these 2 buttons are pressed, these 3 lights will be on. It means that the setting is set. No, first time when you are installing the machine, it has to be done. Now this machine is set. So whatever setting you are doing, this setting will be maintained. Now this is the power on off button. Now let us see the various modes. As you can see, there are 4 modes here. One is a auto mode, one is a night mode. This is the night mode. Then there is a medium fan speed, then there is a high fan speed. Now let us see what is the meaning of auto mode. There is a dust sensor in this machine. It detects the penetration, accumulation of the dust. Now depending on the sensor, this will change the fan speed. Auto mode is like this. So we do not generally recommend to keep it in auto mode. So you can either keep it in low fan speed or medium fan speed depending on the size of the room. But generally low fan speed is also called the night mode. As you can see, in the low fan speed mode, the panel light automatically gets switched off. But if you could put it in the medium mode, the panel light automatically turns on. But even with the medium fan speed also, you can switch off the panel light by pressing this button for 3 seconds. See, this light can be switched on, off. Again by pressing it for another 3 seconds, the panel light can again be turned on. So depending on the size of the room, you can actually adjust the fan speed. There is also another very important mode. As you can see, it is a haze mode. Now let us understand what is a haze mode. Let us first understand what is the meaning of haze. In the night, you have dew falling in, right? You have dew normally. You know all dew, what is dew. Then in the night, you find vehicles and industries and drains. From there, lot of gases, lot of smoke, lot of VOCs they are generated. This dew, they get combined with these gases and the dust particles in the night. When they get combined with these particles, they get locked in the lower atmosphere. So the entire night this will keep happening. So when you wake up in the morning, you find it to be misty. You find a lower atmosphere not visible very clearly from a longer distance. So that is called a haze mode. During this time, the people who suffer from respiratory diseases, they have very difficult time because all the particles have got locked in the lower atmosphere. So you are actually breathing more than what the normal density of the particles are. So in the haze mode, it actually operates the fan speed at a very high speed, even higher than the maximum fan speed. So you know, fan is a very good medium to reduce the humidity. Whenever you are sweating, you sit under a fan because the air actually reduces the humidity. So first of all, it will reduce the humidity. Then with the high fan speed, it will be able to do very high level of suction. So all the particles which are trapped in the air, it is a combination of high fan speed, high plasma cluster generation and high efficiency of the HEPA filter, that this is a 60-minute operation haze mode. It will be able to reduce all the particles from the room. You can't remove it from the city, but at least you can remove it from the indoor.